Nowadays, you hear the talk about leadership. You hear many leaders coming under heavy criticism. We see it happening in U.S. politics. We see it happening in our own local politics. This, as we look in the religious community, we hear of leaders coming under heavy criticism. In our civic world, we hear of leaders coming under criticism. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chairman, fellow Toastmasters, this suggests to us that in every aspect of our being, we have a leadership crisis. In Toastmasters, every year, in many of our Toastmasters clubs, we have the greatest difficulty fielding a slate of officers. We're fortunate in Club 1600. Say 16? 100. We never have a problem fielding a complete slate of officers. So, ladies and gentlemen, it says to me that there is room for young men and women in this country to rise up and lead.
Yes.
To rise up and lead, there are some innate characteristics that we must have, that we must possess, if we are going to dispel this myth that there is a deficiency of leaders. And so let me run through them. As we look at those words, the top title of my presentation, Rise Up and Lead, I will convert these words to acronyms. So if we look at the word rise, what do we need to be an effective leader? First and foremost, Mr. Toastmaster just arrived.
Order, gents.
Order. A great leader must have respect. So lacking in our leadership world today. Respect, first of all, for oneself, and then respect for colleagues and associates, and respect, most of all, for authority.
Yes. I'm with you.
Next, we must have
That's a long jump,
we must have integrity, Toastmaster Cyprian Gibson. Because once we possess integrity, we will not have the kinds of challenges that we have in many aspects of our society today. Very lacking among these characteristics is a spirit of service, the S in the word rise. There must be a spirit of service, servant leadership. We speak service, but often we do not live it out. Look in our tourism sector. Here we are in the Bahamas in this day and age, still trying to inject into our people an attitude of superior customer service. Well, the rest of the world has moved away from superior customer service. They are far ahead of that. On my trip to Japan, where bellmen, waiters and waitresses, and taxi drivers, and people in the service industry do not take tips. Can you imagine that here? Could you imagine the mess with the unions? Why is this? Because they don't aspire to superior customer service. No, for them, it is a custom of superior service. Did you get it? Not superior customer service, but a custom of superior service.
Come on, T.
And so it is a national approach. And the E in RISE stands for excellence. Many of you would recall that my theme when I was president of this great club was a passion for excellence. A passion for excellence. And this is what is needed. So we must always strive for excellence in whatever we commit to if we're going to be an effective leader and rise up and lead. And then, of course, in the word up, 2 letters, U and P. The U stands for unique. To be a great leader, you must be unique. You must create your own brand. You must be the brand of you to be an effective leader. And to be unique and to project that, you must have passion. There is the P. So to rise up and lead, you must be passionate about the role that you are going to take on. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the last acronym, LEAD, L-E-A-D. The L stands for longanimity. Yes. You must be long-suffering if you are going to be a great leader. Imagine being a prime minister and you're not long-suffering. It means that all of the criticism that you will come under, all of the stones that will be thrown at you, you will not be able to endure it. So you must be long-suffering. There must be a spirit of longanimity. And then, the E, enthusiasm. Can you imagine having a leader who's not enthusiastic about what he or she is doing? Whether it's in civic life, whether it's in the church, whether it's in national life, you must have enthusiasm. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the A is for attitude. What kind of attitude will you bring to your role as a leader? There must be, first of all, an attitude of gratitude. Because if you have gratitude to those who have elevated you to that position, you will do all in your power to deliver the right level of service to them. And then, of course, to close it out with the letter D, is determination. You must be determined to do right, to do what is right. My mother always said, boys, to her 3 sons, just do what is right. Don't get yourself in no problems, because I've never been in a court, and if you look over your shoulder, I wouldn't be there. So don't get into no court.
What's your father say?
So you must be determined. My father said, listen to your mother, boy. That's it. Okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, I call upon each of you to rise up and lead this nation, this organization of Toastmasters, the civic world in this country, and let us take this country to its full potential. Mr. Chairman.
Longley.